So quite a bit of excitement here. The first appearance as British champion of Colin McMillan. British featherweight champion, won it in spectacular style last May, stopping Gary DeRue in the 7th. And since then, a series of accolades for that performance and for his promise in the future. And amongst them, Barry McGuigan, you've been fulsome in your praise.
Yeah, I just think this kid is exceptionally good, exceptionally talented, fast hands. You know, they all say he's a light hitter, but he hits often enough to be hurtful, and he done the job against Gary DeRue. He boxed extremely well. He never took one punch too many, and he just peppered him all night long with the jab, as he's doing tonight with Bivalacqua. And you'll see this guy's going to start to dig his heels in at some stage in the fight and start punching hard. And believe me, he can hit hard. He's a very talented young kid.
Beautiful shots. Ramrod left jab and the hook working well. And he can't miss at the moment.
He's got all the moves. Look at the way he pulled back there. And although he pulled back, he pulled his head out of the way at the same time, which is extremely difficult to do. He's just so talented. He's got all the moves, and you know, all he's got to, you know, punching power will come with confidence and learning to dig your heels in and not being afraid to mix it with your opponent, and that will only come with experience. And you'll find that tonight he'll put on a display of punching power. This guy is obviously Bivalacqua is obviously a boxer. Judging by his record, he's not a devastating puncher, but he's a very competent boxer, and he's got incredible amount of amateur experience and amateur wins. But he's just the right sort of opponent for Colin to put on a show with, because he's not going to be too dangerous, yet he's very competent indeed.
1 minute to go in round one.
We have Colin now switching southpaw. But even watch when he goes back to the ropes, he's moving his head, keeping his hands tucked in and not taking any chances.
Beautiful left jab, and he very nearly went there with a left hook. Little smile on his face, but he knows he got hurt there.
Yeah, first sign of hurt is the nice big grin. But what's that left jab of McMillan's? It's just ramrod. It's jarring Bivalacqua's head right back, and his nose is badly reddened at this stage.
And looking patient too. Obviously the danger with so much written about you is to go in and try and finish off in spectacular style early on. Bivalacqua a little rally at the end of the round. But no doubt that the round went to Colin McMillan. Suffered just one defeat so far. That was a cut eye in his third fight to Alan Mackay, but he's won his last 15 in a row. And Herbie Bivalacqua, first time he's fought in England, fought around Europe from Italian extraction, but now living just about 10 miles from New Orleans. So the first round comfortably to McMillan.
Yeah, that was very much a feeling out round. Obviously Colin had to make sure that he knew how to hit this guy and just place the jabs and then let the combinations flow afterwards. He's got to not stop using that jab and then let the right hand slip over the top, switch down below, because this guy is sort of tall and fragile for a featherweight, and then bring his combinations together. Of course, it's always difficult with opponents like this. You know, you have nothing to gain by fighting them, but it's very important to gain experience from American opposition like this. And yet we do know that Colin sometimes can cut, because he has fairly prominent cheekbones, and he's got to be careful that he can't let this guy too close to sustain a cut. He looks very sharp. Bivalacqua having trouble with his footing at the moment. He's going to have more trouble with him when Colin starts landing those solid punches.
Wicked shots there.
And what's so impressive about McMillan is he puts his combinations together. It's not one punch and two singular punches. He put 5 and 6 together, and he hit the target right on the button.
Well, Britain's got world champions at fly and bantam at the moment. Dave McCauley and Duke McKenzie, and who knows what this fella could go on to achieve at feather. Can't miss him with the jab.
Yeah, he's using the jab, and we do know that Bivalacqua is a boxer, but he's outboxing him, and when you outbox a boxer, he's got very little left. And, you know, Colin, this is just going to be a matter of time before he eventually nails him with the right one punch or right combination of punches to finish it. But he's boxing beautifully. Hasn't taken a punch. Bivalacqua's getting bloodied around the nose now and looking dazed already. Look at his eyes glistened with water, so that's a sign that he's obviously been used or hurt.
Oh, wonderful shot. And he's hanging on now.
And McMillan won't let him go, watch. And he has him going. And of course we have another smile there, another sign of hurt.
Well, he might just last this round. But the bell's going to save him. He's tottering now amidst this breathtaking performance from McMillan.
And McMillan missed with the puncher. Actually swung around with the right hook and stumbled over. Listen to that crowd, the atmosphere in this place. He's got a tremendous following already, and it's great to see it because this kid is very talented and he's a nice kid. He's so humble and he's got a lot of things going for him.
He's got the lot, as you say. He's got wonderful defense. He's got superb balance, great jab.
Yeah, balance is everything. He's got tremendous balance. I think this is that left jab. Look at the way he snapped his head back with that solid jab. You can use the jab two ways. You can either flick it to score points or just throw it solidly, and that was a perfect example of how do you throw it solid.
Bright guy too, left school with 3 A levels. Was a telephone engineer for a while, but now obviously all sights directed towards his boxing. And it could be a glittering future in front of him.
Seconds out, round 3.
And a pause because Bivalacqua hasn't got the gum shield in. Now he has, and he'll need all the help he can get.
McMillan's just picking up where he left off, right on top of Bivalacqua there. McMillan's actually better when his opponent comes at him. Then he makes him miss and then he makes him pay for it.
Yes, that was where he was so impressive against Daru, wasn't it?
That's right. He's got a different opponent now. He's got a boxer here, a very cute boxer. And against Daru was coming forward, swarming all over him, making lots of head movement and just putting his head on his chest and putting pressure on him. He handled that style no problem. And I don't think he's going to have much problem handling this kid.
Dave Parris, the referee, having a good look now as Bivalacqua begins to soak up even more punishment. And all the sharpness is drained out of Bivalacqua. He's there to be taken now.
He's just measuring him for that right hand. He's just pawing with the left jab. Get every punch in the book, this kid. Look at that solid jab again. A perfect example, another one.
And
he's going to finish him off in this round.
The left jab almost knocked him out.
Yeah, he's going to finish him off in this round. There's no question of it. He's just, he's hurt him too much. I don't know whether the referee's going to allow much more of this. Oh, he's got a chance to recover now because McMillan's laces come loose.
A moment's respite. But only a few seconds and then he's going to be back taking even more. There he is, Bivalacqua, who's had 385 amateur fights, won 345 of them, so a wealth of experience. But none of them would have been against the cast of opponent that he's up against this evening. And again, straight back in with that jab.
punching solid, McMillan. Look at the state of this kid's face. That jab just never misses him. His nose is twice the size it was when he came into the ring. Now watch him falling short. It just, he lets Bivalacqua fall short, comes back with his own counters. He's really, really quick. Biggest asset is his speed.
It's a boxing lesson. And it may not last much longer.
Oh, he was going there. He was in trouble. Another right hand. Oh, he's in trouble again.
McMillan coming in to finish it off, and he has done. Another wonderful performance from the young man from Barking. The crowd standing all around us. They know a class fighter when they see one. And this is real class here, Colin McMillan. And for 3 rounds, Bivalacqua was having to eat leather. And it had to finish that way. So, his 19th fight, his 18th win. And who knows where it's going to end.
Yeah, he's a really promising kid, this, and I'm sure he's looking for a European title fight soon.
Seconds of the 3rd round, the referee stops the contest. Herbie Bivalacqua being in no position to continue. The winner, Colin McMillan.
And you'll be seeing an awful lot more of Colin McMillan.
Well, not too much of a test for McMillan, but he's still got a chance to show why.